Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour and welcome back to a Pro 1v1 replay. Today we are on Forgotten Air Battle is the map name. And we got Oink Albino up in the top right, which is Logica, I believe, with the pink GLA stealth. And down on the left we've got Freestyler. Seems to be back and playing recently. Did take a bit of a break, but when he is active and spamming a lot of Clan Wars, which is what this game is, a Clan Wars game that I just downloaded from Gentle, then yeah, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, welcome back to Freestyler. He is in the red USA vanilla down at the bottom left. At least I think this is a Clan Wars. I'm just assuming. I found that on Gentle, so I mean, yeah, I could well be wrong. So we've got two supplies for Freestyler. I think going into this, Logica is definitely the favorite because I think he's got a decent score against him in the past. And he's an expert player, whereas Freestyler is not. Although Freestyler is very, very good. Okay, Worker's going to escape inside of the windmill. Freestyler going for a bit of an unorthodox strategy, actually. Typically, you don't see a barracks built far away like this for the USA. This costs a little bit of money, and obviously any MDs you put inside of here is costing you a bit of money as well, which means your Vs back here are going to be fewer because you obviously spent money over here as well. So it looks like Logica's gone for a bit of a passive build order, actually. I wonder if he's gone for the oils. I think he has. So he's actually allowing Freestyler to take over some of the map here. But the problem is for Freestyler is that Logica's going to, because he's gone for this more eco boom style, he's going to get the refinery here. And he's also going to get one oil here. So yeah, his vehicle's going to be 10% cheaper. And he's going to have that oil to help him get the spam, get his palace up and stuff like that a little bit quicker. So Freestyler is kind of untouched here in the beginning. He's not got himself an oil, so at the moment Logica is now economically ahead. Technical now does enter the base. Two terrorists drop off and they do hit the power plant. But there's that key amount of Vs out, and I wonder if they're going to be able to get anything done now. And the problem is for this map for USA is that because of all these ridges, like you see this big road, like a ridge going through the map, because you've got all those kind of things, then when the Vs are actually moving across, they sometimes don't move exactly the way you want them to because of these walls as well. Even though a V can crush through the walls most of the time, they sometimes don't move exactly where you click them or where you want them to. So that's the problem for USA here. But yeah, it all depends on if Freestyle is able to move out or not. At the moment, it seems like he doesn't want to move out. It's just loading up his Vs, which, yeah, fair enough, loading up his Vs. But it's just, if he'd just gone for a normal build order and been pushing out a little bit sooner without this barracks and stuff like that, would he be able to cause more damage to Logica a little bit sooner, maybe, rather than pushing out now? Because now he's kind of still being controlled by Logica. Logica comes in with a massive TNT, hits the fire base. Power plant there has gone down as well. Freestyler now establishing another power up there. There's quite a lot of RPGs here, so even with the tow upgrade, these Vs are probably going to take a lot of damage. And one V there does go down. I don't know if he's got retaliation mode on there or not, but the Vs seem to move towards the RPGs when they probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I recommend don't play with retaliation mode on for USA, but you can try it and see how you fare on the other factions. That's my recommendation. For China and GLA, would recommend most of the time put it on. You can get epic Boyka TNT hits with the retaliation. Or more likely to, at least. Another V here from Freestyler, see what I mean? A little bit questionable, the V micro, and I think every time Logica sees that, it just boosts his confidence and increases his chances of winning, because obviously it's a free gift, really, isn't it? More Vs are going down here, and Freestyler seems to be trying to push out, but yeah, back at home he's really struggling. A load of RPGs still inside of these. That Schnook is going to take damage, but it did escape with two really damaged Vs though. And again, Freestyler sending his stuff in, but he's just wasting units most of the time. Like a nice laser lock here, but he's still losing MDs for it. It's still a trade-off. Logica behind this is now going for a palace. Yeah, this is not going well for Freestyler, I don't think, because he still doesn't have his oil, whereas Logica's had his for absolutely ages. Logica's even got tunnels inside of Freestyler's base now. So yeah, Freestyler at this point is definitely getting ripped apart. More technicals now entering the base. Nice laser lock this time, and Crusader. Tech RPG harass. He's going to chase it away, but they're not going to punish it. It's not going to be taken out on the exit. Logica's only collecting on 4 workers there. Could probably do with maybe 2 or 3 more. He's getting his first market. Got 5 workers collecting here. TNT is going to go over here probably. And Freestyler's placed a beacon on the tunnels, actually, what he scanned. Is that a TNT? Ooh, it's just 1 RPG and he's going to try and lay down some damage on that oil. I definitely think that's worth saving for Freestyler. Whatever it takes, try and save that. Maybe combat drop is the quickest way to try and save it. Yeah, you don't want that oil going down. I think Logica could even be clicking on that with the technical as well, to doing some little tiny bit of extra damage as well. But Logica is well and truly inside of the base of these 2 tunnels. A little bit of weird placement, but nonetheless, they are there. A little bit of a weird laser lock bug as well when the technicals go inside of the tunnel. But Freestyler is clearing stuff up, and he's catching up now in terms of the XP. If he gets like level 3, you're going to see like, yeah, probably double A10, which could be really good for taking out that oil or a supply. Maybe the arms dealer down to the hole. Freestyler delivers a 5 ace, that is for sure. He's got a load of V's out, but he just seems really hesitant to push out. It just seems really chilled. I just don't know, like, the longer you wait, the more buggies are going to be out, or more chances there's going to be more buggies out, and then the Jarm and Kel, so... Logica's even found the power plant. That's annoying for Freestyler, because now he's got to drop down another one. Not to mention even more XP for Logica if he did get the kill there. But the Vs are clearing things up. I suppose whilst the terrain's bad for the Vs, it's also actually bad for the buggies as well. Don't always react how you want them to as well. Freestyler is now clearing out the middle, but again, Logica's had the economic advantage for a while. He's now killed Freestyler's oil. Freestyler was not interested in saving it, but you can expect Freestyler's going to be a little bit rusty at least, because he has been away for a while. So we can let him off for a few mistakes, I feel. We've got a rebel here from Logica. That's just providing a bit of a scout. You see there, it's got quite a good vision. You know what's there, whether he's building a strat or something else. It's even got a strat. It's building a strat now. But he's now chasing these Vs. But I wonder if they'll mess up and go a little bit too close. Apparently not. It does pick off 1 V there for free. We'll lose this front build. Another is Jarman going to snipe one of these as well. Buggy's now coming in. Yeah, when you got Search and Destroy, it's going to be more of an interesting battle, I think. Tech RPG again. And Freestyler's not reacting at all. Don't know if he's read that it's like Resource Gatherer under attack. He's just losing everything. Oh, Freestyler. He's not clicked on it at all. He's just lost 2 Chinooks for 2 RPGs that Logica probably got free from one of his tunnels. Yeah, shouldn't be really happening. Logica choosing just to kind of bunker on this ridge now. So he's gained control of these, got a few defensive tunnels here and there. Building his markets. Both players level 3, by the way. Here comes the A10, speaking of level 3. Nice kill on the oil. Actually kills the Stinger side there as well. Very, very nice. I mean, if you keep doing that all game, keep using the A10, you can chip away at these markets and take the economic lead, that is for sure. But Freestyler has taken quite a lot of economic damage already from the... Yeah, just from them 2 RPGs. Just didn't respond to the attack in his base. Quite a few technicals out, only 4 buggies. So I wonder if Freestyler's just going to take this one or not. I think he should just fight it, to be honest, because running away here is just going to land you with more deaths and less deaths on the enemy side. Just to see, he's just losing units here because they're all stuck on that ridge that I mentioned before. See how many scrap piles are there? It's like, that's the 7th unit that went down. Definitely a bad call there for Freestyler. I think it all comes down to experience and knowing how to react, but definitely the right call there was to turn around and fight it. You run away at that point, you're just going to take loads of losses and you're not going to get any damage then. At least if you're going to take losses, you want to trade off at least and do some damage to the enemy. Logica is now building a CC. If he was getting the bounty, which I believe he will have selected, I think that is late because he's missed 700 XP's worth of kills. So yeah, it's quite late, I think. Okay, game has slowed a little bit, but I just feel like the whole time Freestyler's been a little bit scared and a little bit hesitant. You hang around too long, and this is what I mean. The buggies just get up in their numbers. You're pushing into stealth tunnels. It gets harder and harder from there. So yeah, I don't really know if Freestyler has any chance at this point. He's built a supply drop zone. He's got the supply lines upgrade. Oils are even. He's killed the refinery, I suppose. But the question is, can he get in with these Vs? Can he get any damage done at all? Yeah, I'm not so sure. What just got run over? Oh, the Rebel. The Rebel just got run over. Ooh, baby. TNT only kills 1V. Probably not economically worth it for Logica, but he is ahead in terms of money anyway now because the market count is getting up quite a bit and Freestyler only has 2 drop zones. Here comes a potential TNT though, and if that's on the drop zones... Oh, is it just a super tech? You wasted a super tech there. Maybe he was just hoping to get in without any defense there at all, but I mean, it's keeping Freestyler in his base. Another fire base being dropped down. Just seems like overly passive, overly defensive from Freestyler, to be honest. That's what it feels like. Like, the longer the game goes, what does he expect to do against all these markets? There's 6 markets in total. Okay, here comes the A10. It will kill one of the markets. If it had been a little bit further forward, it probably could have killed that tunnel as well, but at least he's killing markets. But the problem is, yeah, I just think Logica's too far ahead, so... it's difficult, isn't it? Do you feel like just Freestyler, the more and more passive he's being, the more and more he's digging his own grave? Because you don't really want to get into secondary eco war with GLA. Of course, yeah, your support powers are pretty good, but even now, though, if Logica hits just a few of these, yeah, that's him way ahead. These supply drop zones are so much more fragile than like the market, so that's all the drop zones gone down, apart from this new one that's now being built. So yeah, I think Logica now knows he's way ahead. Surely he does. Shaman didn't really achieve anything. Toxin Tractor there goes down, but the buggies pop out once again, and one more V goes down and one extremely low. So yeah, it's like Freestyler wants to attack and then decides to go back. He needs to commit to something, because just running away over and over again, he just quits and gets himself the GG.
You are victorious.
So yeah, nice attempt there by Freestyler. I just feel it's like overly passive. Because of that funky build order, you drop in the barracks like down in the top little city. If you get the oil straight away and you capitalize on it, then yeah, okay, fair enough. I can see that kind of working, but it was so late to get that oil. And then, yeah, he took so long to get his V count up. He got the tow really early, so he skipped a few Vs because of that. His numbers were slow getting up. And then just for ages, he just kind of sat in his base. And then when he did push, Logica just had too much at that point. So, yeah, because Logica went for such a passive build, I think if Logica did go for the oil and refinery and you just went for a normal build order, no sneaky barracks, no fire bases, anything like that, and you just got like 3 or 4 Vs out, pushed across the map, I can assure you that probably... that doesn't even make sense. I can guarantee he's going to have more success than what he did there. Because there, did he have a chance throughout any of that game? There was times where he might have had a little chance where he's looked like he had a decent army. But yeah, overall, I just think a little bit too passive. And I think mental game-wise, I think Freestyler is a little bit mentally weakened against Logica because I don't think he's got a very good score against him. So that might be contributing towards it as well. Although he did seem relaxed. He maybe seemed a little bit too relaxed. Freestyler does smoke a bit. He smokes like between every game. When we play 2v2 games, he always takes a 5-minute break between every single game. So I don't know, maybe he's smoking some stuff that's making him making him that chilled, relaxed person that he is. So yeah, GG, well played to Logica. And yeah, see you in the next one. GG.